Hey there, so it's been 16 hours since we've pitched the yeast on the blood orange mead, and just going to give you a quick peek down here at what it's currently doing. You can see it's bubbling away quite happily, so that means we're past the lag phase, and we will be taking this inside and adding the first set of nutrients. So yeah, inside we go. So here we are, we're inside, getting ready to add the nutrients to the mead. So what we're going to add here is we've got DAP, which is diammonium phosphate. Basically that's a yeast nutrient full of nitrogen that the yeast need. And I'm only adding it after the lag phase right now, because from my understanding, it's at this particular time when the yeast metabolizes the inorganic nitrogen, which is what DAP is, the best. So I'm adding it. I'm going to be adding 2 grams of that to it, and then along with that, I've got Fermaid-O, which is organic yeast nutrients, which is organic nitrogen. Basically, it's like yeast that's already been killed off and ground up and pretty much just killed so that it could be metabolized by its other yeast friends. So yeah, I'll be adding 10 grams of that, because there's not as much nitrogen in that per gram as there is in the DAP. Much like what I mentioned at the beginning of this video, which is actually being taped after this section. But so anyways, I'll go into much more detail on all that at the beginning. And then along with that, I'm also going to be doing 2 grams of Opti-Red. And what this one is again, yeast nutrients, but it's supposed to help retain the color. And since that's one of the things that I'm trying to do with this blood orange mead, is retain the color, that's why I chose the yeast I did, the RC212, and also adding the Opti-Red. So with that, we will start with the Opti-Red, and we will zero the scale, and we will measure in 2 grams. Oh, or we will measure in 3 grams, because that's what fell in. So along with that, we will zero that out and measure in 2 grams of the DAP, which is about there. And then we will zero that one out, and we will do the Fermaid-O, and that will be 10 grams into the thing here. 8. Oh, or we will do 12. So I will just actually write this down in my notes here. Here's what I am supposed to put in, and here's what I actually put in. 3, 12, 3. Oh, and that kind of made it all go funky. So with that, we are going to put in a little bit of water here. And we're going to grab a fork, and I'm going to try and set you guys down so you can see what I'm about to do here. Just kind of mixing it up. I did pop open the lid to see what it looks like, and I will show you guys here just as soon as this is done, because I do need to get the I do need to aerate and degas it before I add this, otherwise it could be very interesting. And MEA, which is a mead explosion accident, could happen. Alright, so that's that. Now we'll just crack this open a bit better. So, and that's what it currently looks like. Definitely get the orange juice smell, a little bit of yeast. So the next thing we're going to do here is we're going to take this handy dandy, spilling the Fermaid-O all over the place, which is a bummer because it's actually a little expensive. And we'll take the drill, and I will set you guys down here. I'm just going to spray it with Star San here. Just like that. So then we will move the lid over here. And then there it goes. So, unlike beer, the wine yeast in the mead really do like to be oxygenated. Very much so. So that's why we do that. It helps them become strong and healthy and multiply and all that good stuff. So I've got the nutrients here, so now I'm just going to dump that straight in there. Give it some more stirring. And that should be that. It should be good. So now I'm just gonna set the drill down. Spray the bottom of this with more sanitizer. I'm using Star San, as mentioned previously. It's my go-to stuff right now. And then we just put that back on. A little bit more. Some more in there, and we're just gonna watch it do its thing. There it goes. Bloop. Bloop, bloop. So yeah, so that's day 2. I will check back in on it tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon will be the first time I take a hydrometer reading to see where we're at. I didn't bother today because it's just the end of the leg, and I really doubt we've gone and hit any of our sugar breaks today. So I will check it tomorrow, and I'll show you guys that happening. And depending on where it is, we may be adding more nutrients. We may be just stirring it up and oxygenating it some more. Yeah, we just stir and oxygenate until the half sugar break, and after that we just forget about it. Check the sugar levels every couple of days, since we're going to be aiming for a 10-20 finish. We just let it drop as low as it goes, and then we bump it back up to 10-20 with more honey. We'll just keep doing that until it stabilizes at 10-20, and then we're done with this part of it. And we rack into a carboy on top of the onto the orange zest. So yeah, so I'm gonna go get this back into the fermenter, the fermentation chamber, which I have set at 21 degrees, which is about 70-ish, which is what this yeast likes, and the other thing that I got in there, my ginger beer, likes it at that temperature as well, the yeast that I'm using. So yeah, see you tomorrow.